Ebusia for international diplomatic consultant Penin Nidin Edi Farouk Wahab Asaba Bontin Beam Abeka. Nsamba ku mienu miensa bia me interested na megidi se menu mienu se yetie ne nsema ode abeto abonten so this time around na se yesua bibi e di free mu ebeboa ye mienu nyina ene omai Ghana hye se possible multimedia ene ne de kan we ne channel is on YouTube ansa edansa me be se obeje bre no ahwe video no anaso ahwe content no amana kwa we as usual and then for opportunity we na menda obibia wahwe channel no from day one besi enne nyakopon enshira na enche mema obiaya we say enche possible multimedia be third giveaway our channel we so me started channel on 3 years ni each year bia me but this year me yes this year me giveaway na enche me fa konya we so mama ya we say this year me because stress need too much ade chen fa ha ne fa mind you this is not the only job I do yes me do me other stuff at the count Ebusia Farouk Wahab that was just by the way Farouk Wahab ababontin abeka say Ghana mpenyufo na sebe yema wo mo position na omuntumi and deliver us to the expectation of Ghanaians no eya na enyo mo fault na obia any ne strength according to position our the man obia any ne strength Ebusia what you say or say there were quite obia efa so a handle issue na according to him or chire mu say NPP for it to me nanado ne na ban it to me handle pressure ye echen ye papa former president John Dramani Mahama according to him that is what Farouk Wahab edi abetuja this time around say ye papa nana Addo it to me handle pressure a Ghana for the man no to me handle no it care even though when to me solve problems name my Ghana for name pressure Ghana for the man no with me a handle than that of said ya Ghana for Emma John Dramani Mahama the same pressure or no sebe or can I join the Ghana for that same pressure the man Mahama or can I join the Ghana for no that same pressure the man and name or no with me a handle pressure no oguswa or de nyoma egugu na kwemu as why or cancer I have no idea men person say wada jono channel say a high possible multimedia men person say wada jono come on enkonkotie reason enunti enam so or cancer ansem ni na
so president cast in the first term of Bajuma the seasons were not the same so you couldn't test maybe his efficacy you couldn't test his efficiencies you couldn't test and match his efficiencies against hard times and against normal times. And so I'll call it say now maybe it be a better and yes be our but he's not used to this type of economy as we dealing with the fiscal policies. But what I say, I respect and give him respect. Say yes. What try and I say Oguso try Koku Kofi. I don't think say Obe minister be me person wreck the economy of the country. I don't think Oforata that is his mind. But I'm also believing say Obia one areas, especially in economics, Obia one areas of strength. And to be when it was about the time and normal times, you know, he had very free flow and accustomed to smooth ride, so he was okay. But here is the challenging situation, challenging moments and challenging times. Now finding it difficult. So if a president brings that one, say, a year time I'm a first term no. But then your first term was without COVID. Then your first term was without what Russian war. So now there's a real time, there's a case scenario. So that is should bring rather the strength and energies and the synergies, you know, from the economic minister. Now on show dynamism, the economic approach. Now resolve some of the problems here, which I believe say are avoidable. Let us not forget, President say the expenditure are too overweighing and ballooned, especially the expenditure as I keep on mentioning, the presidency, the presidential household or the president's budget of the office of the president. Kofi is outrageous. Have you looked at that? Should it be the president to see that? Is the economic minister who should stop the bigger inflows to the presidency? It's the accountant general that's supposed to advise economic minister say the inflows na alcohol edosun. Because like I've always said, sikabia ni free presidency ni tu kwanya ediko outside of country on the returns back. I stand to be corrected. Emma omukoji contingency budget beka ho. Na wo liki eho na sika no eko na mutu kwan ye tu kwan na scan no. How do you replenish the stock of the money that goes out? Yet kolebu a man that from where no de gu form. Yet konfanoche enipen de gu form. So some of the monies you're spending on presidential trips, you're spending it could have gone in to cool off and cool down some of these usual noises.
Now look up you cry so, likely say be the supporters
jubilating. So if you look at it from this angle, now out of whatever president said, energy.
Yeah.
I will say again once again, I can't show that, but when it comes to politics, I so like Nanado's type of politics. I don't like maybe his administration, his governance, administrative style, but when it comes to his politics, what does it mean? What it means, say, he has sworn to be by you and defend you and stand by you regardless of the noise of the public. That is politics. Kofi, I give it to him. I repeat, when it comes to political decision, whether bad or good, he will stand by you. And for that matter, no, on changing the minister, not any major reshuffle. Or say, the road minister, perfect. The agric minister, hey, wonderful. Mr. Bewa, labor. How can I name it? Labor and employment, new employment, be a courses administration. But Obubodin, and what the economic minister can say. Oh, you said that you know more. You could change your mind then. What does it tell you? It tells you, sir, he has taken a political decision to remain and to keep by them until say obe free government. And now time beson. It is as simple as that. It is not one fadio kufu beka ho. And not the one fadio beka ho. But NDC, they subject and then be submit into any pressure. So NDC enka gidi kakra ba ye no koma reshuffling be 3 omunya politicians MPP the pressure opposition true omso adana wi no ntimi ya reshuffle be 2 ebi ko ye bi nkoyi na sa ndis otimi ya reshuffle one time yeah, because there's a heat. Nanado has shown political strength, but here is the case: a good political decision impacts a nation. But a bad political decision can only increase their vote and it targets winning next elections. And that is what the president does. That is what most Ghanaian presidents they take bad political decision just only to make sure say the thumbprint. But good political decisions if it is a good political decision, maybe you see say no, Mr. Proyata is not bad, but he may need somebody or he may need other people to support. What does it mean? What it means in his head, not from banking sector, and there's a difference between a banker who is an economist, and there's a difference between economic planner. So the banker will be dealing directly with the figures and the money and the profits and interests, but the economic planner will put holistic, like what I'm saying is that yentimin ton tomatoes, yentimin ton nsu, yentimin ton ginger because ginger so on facilitate cocoa, yentimin ton abrobe because be abrobe more than cocoa maybe, yentimin ton a lot of things. Nobody Ghana have coffee obia no to gold on daily basis, and the gold no and shada mayesika and then will be a timitobi obia timito fruit di and yamfa fruit the whole world yamfa yankareji and coffee with streets Circle, Kaneshi, First Light, Medina, she country a road leading to your airport. Na kofi a ma up to a ye obogwan up to your friends. She ni pen nam kwa ho etoni ade. Over 1,500 every route that you turn around. From Kaswa barrier to Kaswa bridge, she ni pa ego. So, if all these things that I've made mention of all these crops sabani timito and rotonia when the big jack the backyard land and konko dua tomatoes and onko dua pepper no meton sabanje nan kon free street so no ne ba na omuda udu kaneshi market wona hwekwa no ho e ma ne nkwa omuda ho oton nsuo obi ton ahwede anaju 2 am kofi wan na koya ahwede me ya praku because they don't have alternative views to their life. They don't have other way into original ton bread. Kofi sadly, Idra Najwa 1 a.m. over to yes AY bread. Over her akrani bia 12 years, 13 years. Only mami bi neto ande and pa obeko school. In the Kofi akrani beko school wa bomb dead. And you know, and we have so much.
And I said the old king in Nano.
Yes.
I have no munano. And Nadia, we the end of a crab, and Trabanamo. Or to say munano. Won't him for so baby at Toko.
Yes.
To Abana.
Nana is the man. We own the penny political style. Because 2020 to Abana Nana. That was 2019 campaign entering into 2020. Nana wouldn't deliver this speech. Never. Nyabutre ebi ye ahochire oho me tutu nyama me make sure. But Nana no say threat na ne hu na mu yi no. Enche dam ko area. Your choice is over to NDC and over to MPP. What does it mean? Nana knows very well say in 2 years time no wagin history e dey share no moto moko. What it means is say wabedi 8 years. And to another say the legacy he wants to live with MPP before so better say obenya 3rd term. NDC MPP enya 3rd term with makochi na nababono. Oko he comes into the Ghana history. Some say one of the presidents out of the 13 or 14 of Mabedia then also try an 8 years term. President Kufuor Jin 8, President Wallace Jin 8, President Mama and President Mills. I mean funny crazy G8 ebum back to back umienu and Nana sum kwa beji 8. And the sources I want to mind this MPP to hell with you. But that speech will go a bit way to affect and to hit MPP. The reason is very simple. Reason is that podium nana na yesano and okasa sano. I feel a bit sorry because ne stronghold Kumasi and for that matter people of Kwabre for no up to 99%. So if even they have grievances, if even they have complaints, yes, but sometimes a president, when you get a bit frustrated and you're overheated by the public outcry, sometimes your emotions flares up. In this regard, and then a toll, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. But he spoke as a politician. But indeed, I think, when he comes back home, no refreshing memory, Nana would say, this is not me. But at the end of the day, the cat is already out of the bag. For me, what that thing is the people of Kwabre, it will not change too much of the dynamics of the electoral results and election results of that area. Nana is very much aware. Because I'm looking at, say NDC president and the can be Keta. It can never change the vote of who? It won't change the vote of Saturn. So Nana cleverly also knows whatever that he did say, and I say the C or Ashanti region for that matter, constituency like Pabreno, it will still not change the results. Into Okayano, he said it in contest, he voiced out his frustration, and you could tell us that the president in that regard was a bit frustrated. And a couple with the emotions that also drafted and engulfed him at the point, and the man Kasasa, but not what that was standing, and say, or say, we are at the tail end, or say, I'm committed to resolve some of these issues. And to me, at that time, now I recognize it, the Okan Sebia Ankoyi, but I would say, politically, he was very boyish. Sometimes you need that.
All right, so